Welcome to the actual play with Just One More Fix. This is James. With me in this episode is Lacey, Carrie, Holly, and Taffy.
Hello.
You can find us online at justonemorefix.com or on Twitter at justonemorefix. If you like us, you can support us at Patreon, and you can give us a rating and review at iTunes or wherever you find us at. In this episode, we're going to keep playing Night Witches. And now, it's time to get our gaming fix. You're about to listen to another episode of our Night Witches actual play. These episodes include some mature themes, including the themes of war, so you've been warned. In this episode, we rejoin our Russian airwomen as they are about to take to the skies again for the first time, reunited together at Pashkovskaya. So without any further ado, here is Night Witches.
So I'm fielding 3 planes?
Correct.
And somebody has to be grounded. Because there's 7 people.
Correct. So you'll need to choose one to not fly.
Oh, Nina flies now?
No. There is Nina and Sveta, which don't fly, and then there's a total of 7, including all of you.
So in general, is it considered like a punishment to be grounded or a reward? I just wanted to know if I'm going to be sliding someone.
Right.
Or...
I suppose it probably, like many things, they probably could go both ways. It depends on the circumstances.
How do I think that Sveta would view it?
Eyeball.
I think it's an eyeball. I think that is definitely an eyeball situation.
Sure smells good.
I know.
Oh.
That would be a 5.
Okay, round. So ask one.
What does she want?
Who?
Sveta.
So are you asking in terms of which of she wants grounded, whether it's Masha or Valentina? Is that the 2 that you're looking at putting grounding?
No. I was leaving my options open to anyone.
She
okay.
Put Galleon down. Tired of her bullshit.
Shame.
Well, being that it looks like that Vera is the cause of some of this trouble, right? Because this kind of has popped up more since she just got back here, that you think that maybe she wants Vera grounded. Maybe.
Okay. But I don't want to ground Vera because she just got here and she's fresh. She needs to fly. So I'll believe that's what she wants, but I'm not going to do it.
That's fine. That's fair.
And Valentina and Masha were both grounded last time, so they both need to fly, which means I have to either ground Oksana or one of us. I didn't feel like Oksana will take it as a slight after this shenanigans if I ground her, so it's got to be one of us. And I don't think it can be me because I'm supposed to be in charge. Frustrating.
Can one of us volunteer?
Yeah, but then you'll probably look like you're trying to get out of... You know what I mean? Like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Heavy weighs the crown.
I'm going to ground myself because I still technically have harm. So I feel like I kind of at least justify it that way to be like, I just need to rest up, guys. But
so you want to go ahead and pick a mission and deliver our debriefing?
I'm going to be myself again. I'm going to fly. Get the rush back. I'm going to know I'm powerful again. I'm ready.
Maybe you'll start acting like yourself, weirdo.
Okay.
You're acting all crazy. Something crazy happened while you were
Mission
gone.
D. It's bombing the Krimskaya fuel dump and rail yard near the city of Novorossiysk on the Black Sea. A low-altitude attack on this target is suicidal, so precision will be required. Burning fuel will illuminate you against the night sky as you depart.
Does that one trigger any enemy fire or anything? Okay.
No. No, cool. I didn't have anything special. So in the lead plane, tail number 191, Zagnut, will be piloted by Dasha, navigator Vera. Tail number 185, piloted by Oksana, navigator Masha. And tail number 013, piloted by Gallia, navigator Valentina. And I will finish recuperating here, and I will meet all of you when you return. Best of luck, ladies.
So you guys have your assignments. Your mission debriefing, and you load up in the planes and take off. So
before we leave,
yes.
How is Valentina with everything that's been all... Apparently, we're probably all a little tense, so how is she with me?
You should probably have time to talk in the plane on the way there.
Yeah. I mean, like, as you're screaming at each other through the tube, you know.
So how do you feel about all of this?
Valentina is sort of... She's young, and she's new, and she's the lowest ranked person here, and I believe she was fresh out of flight school as well. Was she in the last mission?
No, she sat out the last one.
So this is her first real mission. So you remember this feeling all too well. Yeah. So she is, like, the whole social dynamic that has happened is kind of playing in there somewhere, but it's mostly, I'm terrified. I'm going in the plane to fly a real live mission now. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That's more the feeling that is taken over for her. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Before we get on the plane, I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Stick with me, kid. You're going to do fine. And I'll kind of punch her shoulder. And I'll act like everything's fine.
Okay.
Everything is
So
good.
she will give you the nervous laughter. Hey, okay. You know that she kind of like hits you back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and she climbs into the plane. You got the jitters, she's got a huge adrenaline dump. She's a little jittery and shaky, Yeah, as ready as she's going to be, I mean, like, you recognize in her the same feeling that you had when you first got into the plane.
I'm going to get like a small bag.
Okay.
And I'm going to crumple it up and I'm going to put it inside of her shirt. Don't throw up in my hair. Do it in the bag. And I'll get in the plane.
She's like, okay, I haven't had that problem before.
You haven't been on a live mission before.
True.
You're going to do fine.
Okay.
But if you get the nerves, there's the bag.
Okay.
And I'll hit her.
All right.
Hit her jacket.
Thanks. Question mark. All right, Vera, so you throw back a shot?
Let's do this!
Vera, let's go.
I know. Wayfinding?
So yeah, so you guys take off. Go ahead and make your wayfinding roll for me. Roll plus...
Skill?
Yeah, roll plus skill.
10.
Uh-oh.
A 10, very good. So
Yeah.
on a 10,
Find
you
it,
line
right
up
here.
a textbook
Line it up.
approach.
Textbook. It's been a while since I've done this, but I ain't rusty.
All right, so like it says,
She says as if trying to convince herself.
a fuel yard,
follow me
and
around
you've
there.
got to fly in low. So you line up a decent approach,
you
and
gotta
you're
not
flying.
flying in low.
Oh, you're
flying
Flying in
high.
low would be suicidal.
Oh,
Yes.
I think that meant that's what you
Unless
had to
that's
do.
what you were after.
No, I'm going for high. High. Cut the
Oh, okay,
gas early
okay.
in the mission. Or not early, but when we get there.
Right.
So we're not
At
lit
the
up.
precise time. No, you will be lit up. You're blowing up a fuel source.
No, it's-
That's what it's saying. It's gonna burn.
Right, but she's
Bright
saying
as
they
this-
cut the engine
yeah.
so you glide in, so they can't hear you coming.
Oh, okay.
All right, so go ahead and make an attack run roll there,
God, I missed this.
Dasha. Roll plus guts.
Plus guts. You got guts? You got negative guts? Oh, shizer. That's not good.
I don't know why she put you.
Oh. So 7.
7.
It's a 7.
7, very good. So on a 7, it's a hit, but choose 2 consequences.
Dang. All right, we fly through a storm of flak, obviously. I think that's without saying.
Okay.
And a plane intersection's damaged.
Very good. My choice. I like it. Okay. You trigger enemy fire, so go ahead and roll plus luck. We'll see how bad you are hit by flak.
That's a 10. I have +0 to luck.
We're in one place.
So the old girl's in one piece, and you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
Woo, so sweaty right now.
I know, I get sweaty when we play too.
All right, so a plane is damaged, and a storm of flak.
But
So...
the flak went fine.
Correct.
We're fine.
So, I think that you guys come in and you're nice and high. You drop your payloads, like it says. The fuel depot blows stuff up, and
Beautiful.
there's lots of
smell that?
there's lots of fire, and it lights up the sky, and it reveals your guys' position. So there are lots of anti-aircraft guns and flak that goes off around you guys, but you manage to fly through it without too much.
Here, I'll help them a little bit with the fire.
too much problem. You managed to avoid any big blasts of enemy fire, and
It's
so
exciting,
I
though.
think that I'm not going to be a complete jerk, because when the plane is damaged, it'll be a wheels down roll, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
so I will say that it is going to be 013 is the plane that will be damaged. So I think in repairing this plane, perhaps that some of the controls for the rudders and that kind of stuff, and the cables for the foot pedals and whatnot, the plane got shot up before, right? And it was
I got a 10 on that roll.
right. It was repaired well, but what I'm saying is that
As it's
the
taken.
plane was pushed too hard this time, right? And so maybe there were some things that were compromised a little bit. They were still, functional, but because you're pushing the plane so hard, and you guys have basically flown through this one scot-free from damage or whatever, that just some of that starts to give. So the plane is it's not critical or
Belts are
severe.
snapping.
It just doesn't respond the way it's supposed to, and you know it'll need repaired, and it will cause some issues for you when you land.
Awesome.
So I think it's just the.
You know what? But I'm good at it. I'm gonna go ahead and do that after the attack run. I'm gonna make another attack.
Oh, okay. Very good.
I feel this messing up. So if I'm going down, I'm going down with the
You make
fight.
another attack?
How is
Yeah.
Valentina handling that decision?
We'll see. We'll get to it. It depends on how this goes. She may come back looking like Vera when she first got on the plane. This ain't nothing. I'm a badass.
Marina in my plane.
Or it could go horribly, and she may come back as like a
potato?
a wilted flower.
Tatiana?
Oh no.
A what?
Katia?
Oh yeah.
She's a wilted flower now.
Yeah, a little bit. She's
What's
kind
up,
of more
Zeke?
like a crispy flower.
So you turn the plane back around, and you can feel the tension coming from the back of
Yeah.
the plane, like, oh my god! And go ahead and make another attack run. Roll plus
It's you and me, kid. We're gonna do this.
guts.
What's Galia doing?
What is Galia doing? Galia.
You guys have seen me do this before. Boom! 10 plus 1 is 11, and I got guts, so that's a 12. Ugh!
12.
Because I'm awesome.
All right. So on a 10 plus, your payload connects. Choose one.
Vera, I can't even believe it. Look, she just totally pulled that off.
Yeah.
Alright,
This guy that's all lit up.
I'll say that a plane in our section is damaged.
Okay, so you see that Gallia has turned the plane back around to make a second pass, right? So are you guys going to go to back her up, or how is that going to work?
She's lit up like a glow stick. We gotta.
What's a glow stick?
Just go. I made that choice.
That's where Vera was. She was in the future. She knows about technology.
She's lit up like a sun. We need to give them 2 targets. She's got Valentina with her.
We
The new
have.
girl.
I mean, there's no. We have to back her up. She's part of our squadron.
Okay.
Oh, I did not want to be in this position. We have to. We have to do it.
All right, so
Are you ready?
you turn the plane and go in to try and be their Maya essentially for this. And so Oksana and Masha will turn with you guys to follow in again. And so I think we'll just roll a d6 and see which way it comes up. And if it's even, it is Dasha and Vera. And if it's odd, it's Oksana and Masha. Are you guys are even, right?
Oh yeah.
We're even.
I'm odd, but we're even.
Okay.
It's a 5.
So
Sana and Masha.
Oksana and Masha's plane is damaged. It's a 185, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's the plane that was brand new off the truck. Okay, well, it was brand new, like a requisitioned Soviet aircraft, which means we totally quality checked that. Not really.
We slapped it together with silly putty and
Yeah, with shellac and canvas, right? That's how you do planes. So I think that you guys turn to go back to help, with them, and Oksana will, she pulls on the stick to turn the plane to follow you guys in, and when she does that, the plane will start to sputter and spit and smoke, and she does not complete the turn and turns back to go back towards the airfield, essentially, right, to go back and land the plane. So you will drop your payload. It connects the second time. More huge explosions. Lots of damage done. There's sort of like secondary explosions because, they're giant fuel tanks, essentially. So it's like boom, and then boom, boom, boom. And it's just a disaster on the ground. So there was only one storm of flak. Maybe that's because of all the second payload and all these secondary explosions and all this craziness that happened, that they're not able to mount a real significant anti-air attack. You guys turn back to fly, back to base, triumphant. So as we arrive back, go ahead and make me a wheels down roll.
We don't. We're not damaged.
Oh, you're right. It's just Gallia. So go ahead and roll plus skill.
We're not damaged at all.
be good. 7. That's still not bad, right?
So on a 7, choose 2.
Wait,
are you an adventurer?
That's the same thing.
I don't think you are.
No, I'm a
you
dreamer.
took the one about interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
So choose 2.
What are you?
Adventure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took leader this time since I've been an adventurer this entire game.
Well, I took adventure because I had so many wheels down rolls go terribly, and I have not had to do it since. So.
That makes sense with your demeanor a little bit there, Karen. Very nice.
Leader?
I'm going to take casualties, and I'm going to take 2 harm to myself and 1 on Valentina.
Oh, on Valentina. Okay. So that's 1. You got to choose 1 more.
And then I'm going to say that our landing puts me in immediate danger. Or us, I guess. So maybe my nice little wall I built up is it's rained.
Oh, your berm.
And we're gonna end up in the ditch in a very bad way.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm gonna get in double trouble.
Prepare for trouble. Make it double.
All right, so you bring the plane in, and it's a hard landing, and you guys get bounced around inside the cockpit, like you said, so you'll take 1 harm, and Valentina, she takes 1. Yeah, I think the berm makes sense, maybe. So I've talked about how, like, the rudders and stuff, they didn't respond the way that you wanted them to, so you don't get the plane slowed down quite as fast as it probably ought to be. And what was beyond the berm? Anything?
I think it was more the field. Probably trees or something. Maybe it is trees, and I'm about to hit all these trees with my plane.
Maybe you're not strapped in right.
Or, yeah, maybe it is just me. Maybe we get out, and then when we hit that berm, I get thrown out of the airplane. That would be terrible.
As another plane is coming to land, so the other plane might run over you. Because then you're in danger.
What if Oksana and whatchamacallit's plane's stuck on the runway and you're about to crash into it?
No, I like the
So they come back.
I think we're going to go combine the two. I think that you land the plane, right, and get out. You're a little banged up and kind of confused or whatever, and they're rolling the plane away. And here comes Oksana and Masha trying to put their damaged plane on the ground.
Yeah, and I'm like stumbling around.
As you're sort of like dazed
Her
and
plane doesn't
confused a little
steer.
bit as you're stumbling around the runway. What did you roll, a 7 on your thing? Okay, because there's still 1 from the mission pool.
Can I help get her and her and Valentina off the runway? Because I'm just sitting here. I'm supposed to be up all night anyway. And nobody asked me, but my plan was to be hanging out in the hangar with Nina until they got back anyway.
Okay, I'll say you can. So that's going to be.
I feel like I should be up there, but I'm not. So then I'm just like sort of lingering.
Been there, done that.
All right, so go ahead and tempt fate and roll plus guts.
You got this. There's one in the mission pool, apparently.
True. That is a 5.
Plus
your guts? You don't have any guts?
No.
Oh, no.
Nope, I have a 0.
Uh-oh.
I don't have any minuses, but nope, I only got a 5.
So you, on a miss, take harm as established, and you're marked in addition to failing. Fate is Asuka. So go ahead and choose a mark, and let me know what it is, and we'll go from there.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
I don't have very many good...
Well, this
Mark's
feels
left.
like acting against my best interests. So I think I'll go with that. So, yeah, if there is a chance for me to put myself in harm's way to get Galia out of the way, then I will
like
I
push
will
her
do
out,
that.
and then it hits you instead.
No.
Okay. So I think that makes a lot of sense. So they bring the plane in, and it's having a hard time. It's not running right. It's having some mechanical failure, and it's sputtering and billowing black smoke and whatnot. And they come in a little too fast. And but Oksana does a decent enough job getting the plane sort of on the deck and, on the ground okay, but a little too fast. And you run out there and sort of, how do you see this playing out? Do you sort of hip check her out of the way or push her out of the way? How do you see this sort of playing out as this plane is coming, landing and coming down the runway at you?
So I feel like I probably movie style push her out of the way and I go to dive, but maybe I have a leg or two that's not really quite out of the way.
And you get clipped.
And I get clipped by the plane.
Okay. Very good. You guys will sort of all see this happen, and she gets clipped by the plane.
Oh, God.
One of those times where you get hit, and it's sort of like that helicopter move, where they get hit, her legs get hit as she's jumping, and then she's spinning as she, lands in a heap on the ground. How much harm do you think that is?
Probably a couple.
So I think 2
It
is
sounds not good.
probably fair, right?
Yeah.
And we're all out of planes. Are we out of?
They're just damaged. They're not
2
wrecked.
damaged planes, 2 fine
Are we?
planes.
I mean, are we out? Did
Oh.
we land?
Oh, yeah,
get
yeah.
out?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that plane will land, and Oksana will taxi it over towards the hangar area so where it will be secured and whatnot. And you'll be sort of laying on the runway. There'll be medical staff, rushing out, to attend to you or whatever.
When I kind of come to, because I imagine once I get thrown to the ground, I'm still kind of like rocked. So once I kind of realize what's going on, I'm going to crawl back over to Yulia, trying to see if she's okay. Why would you do that? What?
The plane was gonna hit you.
Now you're hurt again.
She'll be fine. The last time she was hurt, she got engaged. We just know not to ground her again. Let's go. We did it. Get her up. Get her in the hospital. She might come out with a kid or something.
Walk it off.
But I'm going to stay there with you until the medical staff comes. Probably for both of us.
Yeah, so you're not in great shape either. There.
No.
How many harms?
So how many charm do you have?
2.
3.
3.
I'm gonna congratulate Valentina on her first trip.
She's using the puke bag.
Is she? Come on. No, come on. You did it. You did it. Not only did you do it, but you really did it.
So she just sort of is like silver dollar eyed, like, I
It's
don't
amazing.
know why we went back again.
Me neither. But, fine.
Give her a shot, Vera.
Want a shot?
I think I need to lay down.
That sounds like a yes.
Where's the tent?
I'll walk with you.
Okay.
You're all expected at debriefing. That's usually how it goes, right? Everybody.
Oh, wait.
Forgot.
Oh, wait. Valentina, hold on. Stand up a little bit longer.
Get your shit together.
All right.
Let's
We gotta debrief.
Let's
Do you want a shot
let's
first?
grab her around the shoulders and walk with her.
She's fine. Look at her. You want a shot before you go debrief?
I've never had alcohol before.
Done.
Oh, Lord.
Let me get her a shot before you go debrief.
All right. She's like, do I sip this?
No, you take one drink. One sip. One. Do it.
She's like...
It's gonna burn.
You said one sip. She's like... She's like, sips a little bit off the top.
It won't. No.
Like when your coffee's too hot and you sip a little bit off top.
Do you like
and then
it?
she's like, ah.
All right, I'll close it. I'll hand her a piece of chocolate.
Okay.
Eat that. Let's go. Come on. I love it. We did it.
We did it.
All right, so they will take Yuli off to the hospital.
Probably
And-
Galia, too. She's
you
all
have 2?
concussed and confused.
Now we get to go to debrief.
It's 1940. We don't believe in concussions.
You don't believe them in 2018 either.
This is a serious injury requiring diligent aid.
I know.
I got to debrief first. They're going to make me. I got to talk to them. I got to tell them what happened. What the hell did you do?
Maybe you should come to the hospital with me.
So,
Let Dasha debrief.
what rank are you?
I am junior lieutenant.
And Dasha, what are you?
I'm a lieutenant.
Lieutenant? Okay.
But hey, everybody lived and all the planes survived.
So, they will cart you guys away to the infirmary, and as everybody else
Too bad
will
nobody took Zealot.
go
Now's
to the
perfect
debriefing.
opportunity.
All right, so at the debrief, it's basically sort of like on you to deliver the debriefing because you're the senior officer now. Because I believe everybody else is, junior and junior lieutenant. You're a junior. And
I'm a lieutenant.
But you're at the infirmary. Valentina is just a sergeant. So, do you draw any special attention to anything, or or you just sort of lay it out like it happened? Do you want to cast shame at anyone?
Nope. I will just say that tonight's mission was a very difficult one. We were basically lit up the entire time due to the nature of the mission. We were able to be seen almost at all times. Not only did we successfully complete round 1, Galia suggested that we go back around again, and so we all backed her up, and she completed a successful second mission. And when she completed that mission and came back, she came in wheels down, and I'd like to commend Yulia for putting herself in harm's way to remove Galia from a situation that could have ended her life. We had a new navigator with us tonight, and she's to be commended. Going a second mission when your first one is completed successfully is terrifying, and she did well. All in all, I feel like we did a great job, and we did not lose anybody, which is commendable, I think.
Very good. All right, so they will take note of your debriefing. I don't think there's any need to make a move or anything because it was all pretty straightforward. You weren't trying to cast doubt or anything like that on anybody or cover anything up. So, yeah, they'll take the debriefing. Good job. Get some rest. You're back in the air tomorrow.
I will thank them and salute. turn on my heel and go out the door.
March off. Right?
Okay, so let me get this right. We have to wait till the guys are done eating breakfast, and then we can eat breakfast?
That's right.
Let's stay.
So if you want, you can change the tone of one of your regard slots for the debriefing. You don't have to, but if you wanted to. And then ideally it would suit something that you sort of like delivered in the debriefing. Do you know what I mean? So
I think that I will change my regard for Yulia to admiration instead of respect, since she did something that could have killed her to save one of us.
very good. So you guys are back on the ground as the sun is coming up.
But you didn't.
I did.
Noted.
We just did our job. Sorry.
Are there showers here?
Yeah.
That's what I'll do while I wait. Let
Of
me
course,
do routine.
you can't go to the showers by yourself. You guys have to go as a group chaperone.
Yeah.
You guys want a shower?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, I just figure, since we have time to kill before we can eat, I don't want to go take a nap.
We do need to shower.
I'm getting one of those sponge baths.
That's how people get pregnant.
We need to take Valentina to the shower because I think she peed a little bit. I smell something.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think the chocolate and the vodka really pepped her up a little.
She's fine. She reminds me a lot of you.
I was better.
Maybe. But she's young. She's so young.
She's not that young. I'm not that young either.
You're not that
I'm gonna get in the showers.
touchy.
Okay, so I think this probably discussion is happening outside of your guys' tent. Does that seem
Yeah.
fair or right to say? So you guys are there and you see Valentina is already KO'd on her cot. Like, overwhelmed, adrenaline dump. I lived.
I didn't do that.
Alcohol, chocolate, we're done.
Yeah, I smelled a beer. You know?
Let's go shower.
Can we? Can we leave her here? Are we allowed to? I don't know the chaperone situation.
Yeah, if
She's
she's
okay.
sleeping, she probably, like in the tent. So
Okay.
Let's roll her onto her side.
you don't need a chaperone inside your guys' barracks area.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are we allowed to eat breakfast in our pajamas, or do we have to eat breakfast in our uniform?
It'd be in your uniform.
Okay. We're gonna have full dress with me.
Your flight suit would be acceptable as well, I would imagine.
I always wear full dress.
Oh, that's all right.
Except for when I'm wearing a summer dress, walking across the barracks, eyeballing the dead KVD. Because sometimes I do that.
Right on. So you guys are heading to the showers then?
Showers then breakfast.
Very good.
We look good for breakfast.
So are you guys going to try and find a Sveta or someone else to
She's
take
not there?
you? She's probably at the tent. That would make sense because she's waiting for you guys to get back. She knows when you guys are going to be coming back.
I decided we should shower after our mission, so with your permission and chaperoning, we'd like to go shower before we eat breakfast.
Okay. Sounds reasonable. The men will still be eating anyway, so seems like a good use of time.
That's what I thought. Hot water, please be hot water.
So you guys will walk over to the the showers or whatever. They have like set up like stalls or however.
Hot water?
No.
It's hot water!
It's warm here. It's fine.
Yeah, actually it is warm here. It's like a Mediterranean spring climate, so it's warm.
It'll be refreshing.
The water is still cold because it's water. but at least it's not cold outside.
So I spend a lot of time in the hospital recently.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it would not be a bad idea to sort of suck up to one of the nurses.
Okay.
With like cigarettes and pleasant conversation.
Okay.
So that's my goal. I would like to schmooze. Plus nurses know lots of things and they see people from both sides of the camp
That's true.
at all ranks.
So how do you want to...
Somebody needs penicillin, they know about it.
I don't think this is like an acting up. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're not confessing anything to them. So I'm not sure where this would really fall into here. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we can just say that you can sort of get chatty with some
Could
of the
be
nurses.
acting like a lady.
It could be, but like unless you're trying to get something out of them immediately, like in this moment right now, I don't know that we need to have a move for it. Do you know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't be like an eyeball?
Well, if she wants specific information, then yeah, that would be an eyeball. But if you're just looking to like buddy up to some nurses or whatever, I don't think we need a move for that, and we can sort of establish in the storyline who some of these nurses are if you want to do that, and then we can kind of go from there. So we'll come back to your guys' shower here in a minute. Why don't we sort of name two different nurses then?
How about Natasha?
What are a couple of features about Natasha are in?
I feel like she's very direct.
Okay.
Very much, She's a busy lady.
Don't have time
Probably
for
a lot of injuries here.
It's
It's like, yeah. So, not that she's mean. She just knows what needs to get done,
Right.
and she's going to do it.
So okay, very good. And then do you want to do another one? You can say that we can do 2.
Sure.
It could be another nurse, or if you want to be one of the docs, maybe that'd be fine too.
Okay. How about like maybe like one of like the medics? So there's probably people that actually like go out and bring people in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like a combat medic kind of person.
Okay.
Kind of in and out. So how about, do we have a Sergei yet?
I think so.
That's the bear. That's the
That's
Russian bear.
Okay. Let's not do that then. How about a Victor?
And then something about him.
I think that he is very kind of like a clown. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Right.
So like the job is very serious, so he's
Right.
kind of like
That's how he
hearted when
copes
he's
with it.
not. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Right on. So I'm not sure if they gave the nurses ranks in the Russian army or not, but if he's a medic, then he definitely has one. So do you think he's a sergeant would probably be as high as he would be if he's still actually like a corpsman or a medic? So is he a sergeant? Is he like a private first class?
I think he's a sergeant.
Sergeant? Okay.
Because he's got a little bit of time to kind of dick around,
Okay.
but he still has to work. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
All right, so you guys arrive at the shower house, and is there anything particular that you guys are trying to do while you're here at the shower house, or
get
anything?
clean.
All right, so you guys spend some time under the cold water pouring out of the shower head to sort of snap you back to reality. It's refreshing in its own way. You guys sort of get cleaned up, and Sveta is there waiting on you guys. Once you guys are done, she will walk you over to the mess hall.
I'll tell Vera, it's good to have you back.
Thanks.
Good job. Good job on that mission.
I missed it.
I'm glad you came back. Let's
I mean,
eat.
we don't really have a choice. That would be desertion, but
I guess you have a point there. But it is good to see your face again. And we work well together. Now
I'm
let's
starving.
get some of that delightful mush.
Isn't Galia like blinking one of the cooks? Don't we get something better? to eat?
Dang! That's so crass.
So I think that's quite literally what happens, like a canteen of water or something. you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost a spit take theater moment, you know?
Vera, I couldn't begin to tell you. I have enough problems of my own. All I know is she does a good job when she's in the air, and that's all I care about. Hey, what do you say we take some food back to our little friend Valentina when we leave? She's gonna be hungry when she wakes up.
Want to be lunchtime?
Depends on how long she sleeps. What did you give her?
Nothing.
We'll take something back to her.
Okay.
She might be hungover after that sip.
Just in case.
All right, so you guys, I think, have to wait outside for a good, solid 15 minutes before the rest of the mess hall clears out of all the men or
Do
whatever.
you have to walk by us then?
Yeah, I think they do. It totally
I'm
makes
gonna
sense.
Tell them, like, nice job out there today. Good job out there today. Have fun today. You got this. Kick some German butt. I'm like a cheerleader. I'm in a good mood.
Okay, right on. Well, I think being in a good mood and sort of being outspoken and making people sort of realize you're there and take note of you as they go walking by. This is a fighter battalion that's there with you. And you will see a familiar face go walking by as you see Ruslan walking by sort of at the back of the crowd. And he stops and looks over and sees you. And he, like, stops for a minute. And, you know, I kind of, like, looks at you like, and then he'll...
Good luck out there today.
And so that he looks like he's going to come over for a minute. And then you're like, good luck out there today. And he sort of keeps walking then.
Interesting.
Like, he's like, well, are you trying to, like, tell him, like, is that your, like, have a Disney day?
No.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know?
No.
Okay.
I'll smile at him.
Okay.
The winningest of smiles.
I thought you were
but
trying to, like,
No. No.
you can just move right along there, kind
No.
sir. Okay.
No.
So he will walk over to the two of you. Sveta is sort of lingering in the background, right?
Part of this is, like, I want to, like, know what our boundaries are. So I know that we have a chaperone to go to these places. But nobody said we can't, like, talk to the gentleman, like, and tell them to have a good day. Yeah. But I wasn't here for that.
Well, I told you, we can't fraternize at all.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, cool.
So I wasn't here for that.
True story.
So Ruslan will come walking towards you guys, and he'll stay at a distance of about, like, he stays at a very professional distance. You know what I'm saying? Because Svetla is sort of lingering in the background.
I'm gonna kind of like bristle up and like take a protective stance because she told us that he's done her
I'm
wrong.
not
I don't
acting like
this
I'm upset.
person.
He says, I heard about the runway last night in our morning briefing.
Yeah, Yulia saves the day again. Got out of the way of a plane before she got hit. So they're in the hospital, but they're both gonna be great.
It's impressive.
Yeah, and then the rest of us made it out unscathed, except for a couple planes need repaired today. But it's a good mission.
I like it. So he.
If you fly out there today, you're gonna see it.
Don't you have somewhere to be, sir?
I do, but it's nowhere terribly pressing. My orders have been given. He kind of looks at you like, furls his eyebrows as caterpillars do some work, like, like, the fuck? And he says, well, it's good to see that the motherland has... Oh, you're good. It's good to see that the motherland has her best pilots here.
It is. It's great to see all of the best pilots.
I'm glad you guys are doing great work. Good luck.
It's nice having a runway.
So you sort of share that, that moment of like, Trudgornyaka. Everybody sort of rolls their eyes. It's in the area.
What the?
I'm gonna sarcastically thank him. I'm like, thanks. Thanks for.
I'm not sarcastic.
Yeah. So, he'll look at you and he'll be like, "Look, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I saw the shitty planes that you guys fly. It's impressive."
Ruslan has our back.
Psh. I appreciate the compliment. We need to go eat now, Vera. You ready? I'm very hungry.
I'll see you around.
He's like, he acknowledges both of you. He's like, have a good morning, night, whatever you guys call this or whatever. Good luck. Get some rest. And he'll look at Sveta and be like, Lieutenant. And she's like, Captain. As he sort of turns and walks away, and walks off. And he'll, he still has that sort of all this stuff that transpired. He still is, has that
silver fox.
He still has that sort of silver fox thing, and he's never been like.
He wasn't even a jerk when I caught him with his wife. So I mean,
he's not a jerk. That's a bad thing.
He's the reason we got the gun.
You have to be careful, because men like that will they'll break down defenses.
I believe Dasha was the reason we got the gun. He may have been the reason you learned how to use it, but pretty sure.
There's that too.
Look, Vera's mind fills in blanks with Ruslan wherever it needs to go.
I play Mad Libs with Ruslan.
That sounds totally like a person that's blinded by someone's charisma, doesn't it? Though,
yeah,
he's just so great to you. You can't see that he's a dirty, rotten little snake, but I can see it.
I can see it.
And I've decided to be kind of motherly with you. It seems
you're all motherly
somehow.
with me. It's weird.
I keep
I don't
driving you out of
understand
places.
why.
I don't either.
So what's the grab here like?
So as you guys are
Imagine that
walking
you could turn
inside,
potatoes into oatmeal.
potato
really
oatmeal.
Soupy mashed potatoes. I mean, that doesn't sound too terrible, right?
Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Let's see.
She's blinded by love.
Oh,
He makes the best potatoes.
These soup potatoes are so good. I love it when he throws on an extra egg.
Hers has eggs.
Yes, I heard her say it earlier.
eggs.
I get sausage.
That's it. Next base, I'm boinking a cook too.
I believe they prefer the term porkin.
I'll let him butter my rolls.
Just don't get a bun in the oven.
You broke her.
Carrie's gonna die now.
Kitchen puns for days.
Those puns are lethal, as it turns out.
That's funny.
So yeah, the food for breakfast is terrible. It's what you'd expect or whatever. Unless there's anything specific you guys want, you can.
Eggs.
Anything specific you're looking to accomplish out of breakfast? It'll go off without too much of a hitch.
Do we all sit at the same table?
Yeah, there's like rows of tables.
Do we all sit at the same table?
There's several women that are here that within your guys' the 588s. There's a lot of you guys take up a lot of tables.
When I get down where Mikhail's at, I'm gonna be like, he's in the hospital, right? I'll kind of secretly.
Yeah.
And
so he'll be like, "Oh, like, is she okay?" Like, and he looks genuinely concerned.
like, I think she's fine, but I'll let you know if it changes. So.
I'm gonna make sure that Sveta doesn't look that way when she's talking.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll just kind of whisper secretly to him at the end of the line.
So how are you trying to distract Sveta?
I'll just
Coughing fit.
No, not a coughing fit. I'll sit down next to her and ask her, so when we're flying at night, what do they have you do? Like, not in a rude way, but like...
So while we're out there risking our lives and
like,
accomplishing Stalin's great plan, what is it that you do exactly?
No, more like, so does the NKVD stay up at night, or do you guys have to rest at night so that you're available all day? Like, just like... What's your life like?
Right. So she makes some small talk with you, so we'll come back to that here in a second. I think, like, people don't generally take an interest in her, so she's kind of not eager to talk, but, like, she's willing to, you know what I'm saying? Because no one wants to sit there and be the outsider all of the time, you know what I mean? So, so he says, he thanks you for telling him, and he says that they deliver food to the hospital, so he's like, I'll make sure, it's me that takes stuff over there.
So sweet.
You did that.
Thank you. I'll thank him under my breath quietly.
Right. Very good. So you linger for all of about whatever that 30-second moment is, and feel like, oh God, okay, it's too long, I gotta go. And
Listen, like I'm dropping things.
Right.
Oh geez, I'm Butterfingers.
So she'll sort of tell you that there's reports that they have to file and fill out, and that they have their own duties that they attend to as well. And her day is full, but yeah, she spends most of her time, like when you guys fly, generally she sleeps so that she can be available for whatever. It seems like a pretty crappy, erratic schedule, really.
That makes sense.
Because, she has to be there for you guys, but also things to do during the day and planning and all that kind of stuff. So it really, not that she's trying to get sympathy, but it seems like a job that would not be fun. You know what I mean? Like, just not good. But it does come with its own perks because she's part of the Politruck, and everybody knows they kind of get what they want. You know what I mean?
I just, I know that a lot of us don't sleep for as much as we did on our little stint. I'm just curious.
I'll come sit by you and in the awkward silence.
Oh, look, you're eating the same thing I am.
Mush.
So let me ask you something before we kind of move on. Are you asking her this, like, in a genuine way to, like, learn about her, or are you just doing this just purely as a distraction?
Genuine.
So, because if you're asking her something, I feel like it's almost like revealing something, a significant new truth, not in that you're telling her something in this moment, but you're, like, with words, but you're telling her that you're interested in her. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Do you understand where I'm kind of going with that?
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a reaching out.
Well, I mean, if she likes us, maybe we won't have to have chaperone on us all the time.
Right.
That was my thought earlier.
Reach out.
It's just plus her regard.
Oh, I don't have any regard.
Okay, so it's just a 7? On a 7, choose one.
I'm having a hard time. I'd like to add one to the mission, but it would be cool to have regard for Sveta.
That would definitely help with interactions with her.
I'm going to add her to my regard.
Okay. And what is it going to be?
I'm thinking pity or admire.
Or both. Can you do both?
No, it has to be one or the other.
Because pity in the way, like, here's this lady that has all the power, but it's real shitty. Or admire, here's this lady, she's got all this power.
All right, so what are you going with there? Pity or admire, or, like, it's totally up to you. I think either one of them can make sense in that way.
Take your time.
I am. I'm going to go with pity.
Very good. Okay.
I'm going to try not to let it show.
No, I know what you mean. But I think it's one of those moments, like where I said, where I realized at a certain point when you're talking to her, it's like if you're doing it just as a distraction, then you're not, like, revealing a new significant truth. But if you actually are being genuine about it, then I think that is a civic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, you don't have to, like, look at her with puppy dog eyes and be like, I feel so sorry for you.
No, if I pitied someone in real life, I wouldn't let them know. It would just be like, I would show them that I'm there.
Right.
Compassion.
Very good. So, breakfast goes off without much of a problem. You guys, you still want to bring back food for
Yeah, I'll just grab like
Valentina?
like a pastry or something.
Okay.
Portable. Just, I don't know,
We
like
have pastries.
a roll.
Well, no, I think they have
Like
bowls. You
bread.
can take a bowl back to her or whatever.
Tack biscuit.
Like,
Something I don't know.
break your teeth on this.
I'm gonna put some
Soak it in water first.
For a day. You can have
She puts
breakfast
mush in her
tomorrow.
pants. She pulls out a napkin that's dripping.
I spit all over myself. I'm gonna put mush in my pocket. Ugh.
No, I think it seems reasonable that you could take a bowl back to her. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
It's not against code to have food in the barracks.
What's your spaghetti policy?
I think it'll be all right.
Okay, I'll take her back a little mush.
All right, so you guys will return back to your barracks and bed down for the evening. Yeah, so morning will arrive. Not morning. Afternoon comes, and you guys will get woken up early. And it is Sveta standing there, kicking the foot of each of your guys' bunks. She's like, we have work to do today. Get up, put on your best dressed uniforms, and we're going to muster in front of the chow hall.
Do we have more than one?
I don't think so. But it's one of those things that you say. Do you know what I mean?
Does everybody else have two and I don't? I'm still in the hospital though, right?
Right, so she will come to you guys as well and tell you guys are going to get up, get dressed, and if they've got to wheel you down there in wheelchairs or whatever, that's what we're going to do. You guys need to get up, get yourself put together, and muster in front of the mess hall. 20 minutes.
Muster.
For what reason?
We have work to do today.
Assemble.
Awesome.
Is lipstick a thing?
We're injured.
Put some on.
What work are you expecting us to do other than to rest up and get ready for our next mission?
You guys are going to come with us and show the people of Pashkovskaya what it is that we are doing here and what we're all fighting for and what they're supporting with their efforts in manufacturing and farming. And she turns around and walks away.
You think this is going to leave us with enough time to repair the planes?
We're really gonna have to work hard. We can do it. We can do it. It's us. Come on now. Let's do it. Let's show these people. Let's muster like the Soviet-born airwoman that we are.
So Valentina wakes up and she's like, I'm so tired. We have to be up already?
Sorry.
Oh, I guess we better get up.
It's time to get up.
Does she get meal brought to her?
So, as you guys are walking out or rolling out, however things are, you will see you're rolling out to go in front of the mess hall, and you'll sort of, in that sort of cruel irony of life, two ships crossing in the night, with Mikhail as he's sort of rolling a food cart to the hospital.
First of all, I will find myself a pair of crutches because I'm not rolling anywhere.
Okay.
Right
Fair
on.
enough. And he has a very concerned look on his face as he goes rolling past, and he's like, I'm bringing food for the hospital over.
Oh,
So,
I'm gonna stop and walk over and is there something portable? Not
Yeah,
a bowl?
yeah.
Okay, I'll reach over
because
and
it's lunchtime at this point.
grab whatever it is, 2 things for her and I. Thank you so much, and I'll reach out to shake his hand and I'll pass him this letter and ask
Oh,
him.
wow, I didn't even see it pop up.
I will ask him to please deliver that for me
Yeah,
if you can. It's very important.
very good.
Thank you for the lunch.
So let me ask,
sir.
is this actually going to Senior Lieutenant Petrova, or is it just
Yes.
for him? Okay,
No, I'm saying please deliver that to
Okay.
her.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not romantic at all. I was like, oh, she knew that she would see him.
So I'm
no,
talking.
hey, honey, so take my mail out.
Well, I was gonna try and find it, give it to somebody.
When did you set that over here?
I did it
10
while
minutes
we were-
ago.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice it was there. I was like, what? Oh my god. I was like,
I magic poofed it.
creeped out. Very good.
But then as I'm getting it, and I'm like, "Thank you, sir. Have a good day." And then as we're walking by,
Okay, so he'll
or some shenanigans.
right, he'll blush or whatever, in that way, and he's like, he looks pretty. He's a cook, you know what I'm saying? So he's
Yeah.
pretty nervous about the entire situation,
Yeah.
and
Because we could both be in super trouble.
yeah, and he rolls the cart inside, and you guys arrive at the assemble in front of the mess hall, and you'll see Lieutenant Sveta is there, and she says, "I'm glad you guys all came. We have a important project to do today. We are going to head to Pashkovskaya and help the locals there accomplish some tasks and put some things together and show them what real Soviet women are capable of and what their efforts are doing and supporting. We're there to help raise morale among the people in the town and show them what it is. Show them our strength. There's like trucks, like the big
where everybody sits on
cover
a little...
top. Yeah, army trucks. Like she tells you guys to load up in there.
Was it just women going?
It's a good question. Somebody roll me a d6 on a even. It's only women. Odd or no, even. It's both. Odd. It's just you guys.
Even.
So yeah, there's we'll say that there's about, I don't know, 15 of you guys, night witches, and then there's about an equal amount of enlisted men, some pilots and some mechanics and whatever.
Same truck?
Well, you guys are all piling into. Do you want to load into it? Like, are you trying to?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you can, like, because of the way the trucks work out, I don't think it can be completely segregated in that way. So I think there's probably going to be one truck that's sort of mixed, men and women.
Okay.
So
I'll
you
get
guys
now.
pile up in there.
Are you walking like on crutches? Are you?
I don't think I should be on. Am I
So
on
like,
crutches
we need to
too,
kind of
or-
decide like what your guys' injuries actually look like. So what do you have?
I said the plane hit my leg, and I have 3 harm.
Okay.
So you
I
probably
should
have
not
like
be out of the hospital right now,
Right.
but
probably some pretty
I have crutches.
jacked up legs. I'm probably just scratches and bruises and stuff like that.
Ooh, a big bandage around your head.
Yeah, I banged my head pretty hard because
That'd be
I was
cool.
like walking around with like
Yeah.
yeah.
Right on. Very good. So they all, not only do they want to parade you out in front of them, they
Too
also
proud
want to
for
see.
a wheelchair, but like sweating bullets trying
Yeah.
to stand
Right.
up.
This
so
is so
we'll have to help her
painful.
into the.
Yeah.
So they'll actually send Victor with you guys, and he goes and he helps you up into the truck or whatever, the medic that you mentioned, and he'll sort of pull you up in the truck, and he's like, "Come on, lazy," and as he pulls you up into the truck or whatever,
I'm gonna
and
try and sleep in the truck.
yeah.
As much rest as possible.
So basically, you two are the only two that are injured that are there, and so he is basically like sort of stapled to you guys. Does it make sense? He's there to. You're reasonably certain that they told him if anything happened to the way he acts, if something happens to you guys, he's in a world of trouble, basically, right? So he is like ever so attentive, like mother henning you almost in a way, and they will, drive the truck down. So it's a short drive. It's only a couple, 5-10 minute drive down the road. So is there?
Can I do an eyeball? Like, what am I overlooking? I want to like survey this whole area.
Go for do you want to eyeball like in the truck with? Is there like information you're looking for about like what's happening inside the truck with you
No,
guys?
like the land. I'm like,
once
I'm
you actually get to
surveying-
where you're going.
Well, like no, just like on the way there, like I'm checking out this whole outlining area, like from because we haven't really had a lot of outside of the
back and forth. Okay, yeah, we're on and going. Roll plus skill.
boxcars.
Right on. So hold 2. So you can ask now or you can wait or whatever.
Okay, I might wait
Because you're going to
I'm gonna
go there and back. So if you want to, use them on the way back as well, you can.
Okay. What of significant note besides like the stuff we already knew about, like the farm and the well and the hospital and stuff, do we see on the way there? And then I'll just hold 1 for on the way back.
I think that there is a sort of a small ridge between the airfield, like where the airport is, and the town. And it looks like it's almost kind of disguised by the way the sort of the grass and stuff grows. And as you're driving, you can see that there's a small valley that sort of extends off into the distance that sort of shields whatever would be there from the airfield from being able to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so like maybe if there was some kind of impending attack, some people could be hiding there and we wouldn't
Right.
see them. That's interesting.
I want to ask the boys what they told us about. Told them.
So, you're not going to be acting on that right now, obviously, but you may want to make a note because any of these things that you get answers to, whenever you act on that information, you get a +1 forward. So it may be 4 or 5 missions away or something, but that might come up. You know what I mean? So for these specific ones that you get to eyeball with, those are ones you may want to note down because that's a long ways off potentially. You know what I'm
I made a note on that. Plus I put down the +1 forward.
Because I'll probably forget some of the things that you guys eyeball, and I'm like, oh, whatever. And I don't want to sort of cheat you out of those +1s because it's a big difference on just 2d6. You know what I mean? So you guys will arrive down there in town, and this is a decent sized town, and the climate here is relatively mild most of the time, so it's kind of easy living as compared to like being in like Moscow or some of the other places in northern parts of Russia where it's really hard Russian winters and whatnot. People here are sort of that Mediterranean. They're happy, relaxed, easygoing, and there's things that have been blown up and stuff, just like the hospital there. So there's people that are working to clear debris and doing things. And basically, they have you guys unload and sort of kiss hands and shake babies, basically. Do you know what I'm saying? They're doing this sort of, what?
I don't want to shake babies.
But they're having you do this sort of an outreach thing here to bolster the morale of the local populace.
Will we be given anything like little wings or anything like a little insignia or like to hand to the
It's a
children?
waste
Would
of
that
Russian
To give to
metal.
pilots to hand out on like airplanes to small children.
Would there have been any little token thing that we would give to other little girls to like? Would that have been?
I think that it makes sense that, like, do you guys know what challenge coins are? So they're like these coins they make that you give, that you have or carry or whatever. So I'm envisioning there's probably some kind of coins that you guys have that are stamped. They're similar to they're not like the big ones or whatever, like something similar that's like got the 588th or something on there that are for that kind of a thing or whatever that you guys have to sort of give
So
to people.
would we have those to hand out? Because that seems to me like if they're going to send us on a mission to like.
I don't want to use the term propaganda, but marketing tools.
Right.
Yeah, I think that they probably have that kind of, something along those lines
So
or
we'll
whatever.
have those to hand
Or
out.
pamphlet, like, papers or something. Like, they've got things for you guys to do that kind of stuff. That's how it works.
I picture myself being very good with kids, growing up in a building full of them with no parents.
Right.
So I'm gonna teach a group of children how to sing the 588th flight song,
Okay, right on.
or Squadron song,
Right on.
play cool game crutches. But I'm an anti-aircraft gun. Dodge me.
Nice.
Fly around like little planes. It'll be fun.
Right on. Very good.
I like kids.
So,
He's gonna be so happy when he gets back.
They're happy little people.
what's that?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
I said Yuri's gonna be so happy when he gets back. He's got a mom in training.
Oh. Thanks for listening. This has been an episode of Just One More Fix. Music has been provided by Kevin MacLeod. You can find him at incompetech.com. You can support us at patreon.com/justonemorefix or follow us on Twitter at Just One More Fix.